Let them go. Not everyone is meant to stay. This lesson is about acceptance in relationships. Throughout life, people will leave, friends drift apart, partners break up, colleagues move on. Sometimes we're so afraid of loss or rejection that we cling to relationships that have run their course or chase after people who have pulled away. The let them theory says, let them go. If someone chooses to walk out of your life or consistently shows they don't value you, you do not need to chase them. As painful as it can be, letting them go is often what heals you. Think of a friend who slowly stopped contacting you, or a partner who decided to end things. You can't control their decisions, and begging or obsessing only prolongs the heartache. Instead, wish them well, even if only silently, and focus on the people who do want to be in your life. By letting one-sided or toxic relationships fade, you make room for healthier connections. Challenge: reflect on a relationship that has caused you pain because you've been holding on too tightly. This week, practice letting that person go their way. Stop initiating contact for a bit and see what happens. Use that time to strengthen other friendships or yourself. It might hurt initially, but in time, you'll notice more peace and self-respect. Let them be different. Embrace others as they are. Ever find yourself thinking, I wish I could change this person? It could be a partner's habit, a friend's viewpoint, or a family member's life choices. We often project our expectations onto others, but one key to peace is allowing people to be themselves. Let them be different. Your friend has a hobby you don't understand? Let them enjoy it. Your sibling lives a lifestyle you wouldn't. Let them. It's their life. Mel's advice isn't about tolerating harmful behavior. It's about respecting that everyone's path is their own. When you stop trying to mold people to your ideals, two things happen. You relieve the tension in the relationship, and you free yourself from constant disappointment. For example, if your spouse isn't as tidy as you can communicate and compromise, but also let them have their quirks. Maybe a slightly messy living room is a fair trade for a loving partner. Or, if your colleague approaches a project differently, as long as the outcome is good, let them work in their style. You might even learn from it. Challenge: identify one person you've been trying to fix or change. For 1 week, practice total acceptance. Whenever you feel the urge to correct or criticize them, catch yourself and silently say, it's okay. I'll let them be who they are. Notice how this shift affects your stress and your relationship. Let them shine. Drop the comparisons. Finally, let's talk about comparison and envy. It's easy to fall into the trap of measuring ourselves against others, friends, co-workers, even strangers online. But constant comparison only breeds dissatisfaction and jealousy. The book literally tells us to stop comparing yourself to other people. In practice, that means when someone else succeeds or has something you want, instead of feeling envious, say to yourself, good for them, let them shine. Your time will come. If a peer gets a promotion, congratulate them and let them enjoy it. It doesn't diminish your worth. If your neighbor buys a new car or posts an amazing vacation, let them celebrate it and remind yourself of what you have. By letting others shine without turning it into your loss, you'll feel happier and more confident in your own path. Challenge: the next time you find yourself feeling envious or less than because of someone's success or highlight reel, pause and reframe. Say, let them be happy, and then list one achievement or blessing of your own. Train your mind to celebrate others while not forgetting your own journey. These 5 lessons from the let them theory cover a lot of ground: dealing with criticism, not over-controlling others, accepting when people leave, allowing differences, and ending unhealthy comparison. But they all come back to a single principle: focus on what you can control, you, and let the rest be. As Mel writes, once you realize how much energy you've been wasting on the wrong things, you can redirect it to the things that truly matter: your goals, your joy, your growth. Now, hearing these lessons is one thing. Seeing them in action is another. Let's look at a couple of real-life examples of people embracing the let them theory to really drive home how it can make a difference. Nothing drives a point home like real stories. We've already heard how Mel herself used let them to diffuse a stressful mom moment. Now, let's look at 2 more examples from different walks of life, one professional, one personal, where this mindset created a breakthrough. Case study: 1. The manager who let go and thrived. Meet Sarah, a marketing manager who used to be a classic micromanager. She felt responsible for every detail of her team's work. She would double-check everything, correct her employees' mistakes, and push her way of doing things. Deadlines were met, but Sarah was burnt out and her team felt stifled. Turnover was high. People didn't feel trusted. After reading about the let them theory, Sarah decided to experiment. On a new project, she delegated tasks and then, deep breath, truly let her team handle them. She told herself, let them do it in their own style. Let them learn from any mistakes. Initially, it was hard. She itched to intervene when she saw things not done her way, but she held back, offering help only if asked. What happened? Her team stepped up. They brought in fresh ideas Sarah hadn't considered. They took ownership and even caught some errors on their own that Sarah usually would have caught, proving they were capable when given the chance. The project was a success. In fact, clients praised the creative approach the team took. Sarah found that by doing less controlling, she achieved more. Her team became more confident and engaged, and Sarah reclaimed hours of time, which she used to focus on big-picture strategy and to finally relax on weekends. This turnaround cemented the power of let them for her. Trusting her team not only reduced her stress, it actually led to better results. Lesson from this story: trust can be more effective than control. By letting others own their work and even their mistakes, you empower growth and innovation. Sarah's story shows that sometimes stepping back is the best way to move forward. It not only freed her, but also unlocked her team's potential. Case Study 2. Choosing Her Own Path, a student's story. Now, meet Anna, a college student who spent years living under others' expectations. Anna's parents always wanted her to become a doctor. She loved her parents and didn't want to disappoint them, so she majored in biology, even though her real passion was writing. By her junior year, she was miserable and struggling in classes. The fear of letting her parents down was crushing her. Then she learned about the let them theory. It hit her that she was giving her parents' desires 100% of the power over her life decisions. So, with a mix of courage and nerves, she decided to let them be disappointed, if that's what it took. Anna sat down with her parents and respectfully explained that she was changing her major to English and pursuing writing because that's where her heart was. They were shocked and not immediately supportive. There were some tough conversations and a lot of concern. But Anna stayed calm and gently stood her ground. I understand you're upset, but this is my life and I need to follow my own path. In her mind, she repeated, it's okay. Let them be upset for now. The world didn't end. She switched majors, her grades and mood soared because she was studying what she loved, and she started building a portfolio of writing. Over time, seeing Anna excel and light up with passion, her parents came around. They saw she could succeed on her own terms, but even if they hadn't, Anna knew she couldn't live her life for them. By letting them feel what they felt and still doing what she needed to do, she gained self-respect and a sense of freedom she'd never had before. Lesson from this story: you cannot live your life solely to fulfill someone else's expectations, even those of people you love. By allowing her parents their reaction while she pursued her own dream, Anna ultimately found success and kept her integrity. Often, when you stand firm in your authenticity, others will eventually respect you for it. And even if they don't, you will have gained the priceless reward of living a life that is true to yourself. As you can see, let them can look different in different situations. It might mean trusting more, intervening less, or standing by your choices. But in every case, it leads to more empowerment, peace, and often better outcomes than the old way of constant control. Now, I want you to think of a situation in your life that's been causing you stress. Maybe it's a family conflict or drama at work, or someone who hurt you in the past. Picture it clearly, feel the weight of it. Now, hear yourself saying those two words: let them. Let that family member make their choices. Let that coworker gossip. Let that person who hurt you live their life, while you live yours. Notice what happens when you say, let them. Doesn't that weight start to feel lighter? That's the feeling of release. It's you taking your power back. What if you decided, right now, to no longer be a prisoner to other people's actions or opinions? This isn't about apathy, it's about power. Your power. The truth is, we can't control what others do, but we absolutely can control how we respond. By saying let them, you're essentially saying, I choose my peace over my need to control. You're refusing to let anyone else pull your strings. Ask yourself, how much more energy and time would I have if I stopped worrying about things I can't control? How much happier would you be if you weren't constantly reacting to others' whims? Probably a lot. When you embrace let them, you reclaim all that energy. Energy you can invest in your goals, your loved ones, your passions, the things that actually make your life rich. Really let this sink in. You deserve peace. You deserve to wake up not dreading who's going to upset you today, but feeling secure that nothing outside of you can break your spirit. By adopting the let them theory, you're silently affirming, my well-being is not at the mercy of anyone else. That is a powerful statement. That is freedom. Eventually, those chains fall away, and you feel so much lighter. The world around you might not change, but you will. And that makes all the difference. I invite you to make this very personal. Think of that one thing you've been holding on to, that resentment, that worry, that need to have the last word. Decide that today is the day you start letting it go. Not for their sake, for yours. Because you have a life to live, dreams to chase, and happiness to experience, and you're not going to waste any more of it caught up in what others do. Take a deep breath with me, inhale, exhale, feel that burden lifting. You're doing it. You're taking back control by relinquishing control over what was never yours. This is the paradox. When you stop trying to control everything, you feel more in control of your own life than ever before. Now, let's turn insight into action. I challenge you to start practicing the let them theory right now. In the comments, share one situation or person that you're going to let go of controlling. Maybe it's, I'm going to let my coworker be negative without it bringing me down. Or, I'll let my parents think what they want about my new career. Write it down below. Declare it. Not only will this make your commitment real, you might inspire someone else reading your comment to let go of something similar in their life. If this video resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more deep dive, uplifting content every week. By subscribing, you're joining a community of people committed to growth and positivity. People who, like you, are learning to focus on what truly matters. Also, hit that like button if you found value here. It helps more people discover this message. And consider sharing this video with a friend who might need it. You never know. You could change someone's day or even life with a simple share. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. The fact that you're here, investing in yourself, speaks volumes about you. Remember, change doesn't happen just by listening. It happens by taking action. So, carry these 2 words with you. Let them. Use them the next time you feel stress or anger rise because of someone else. You have the power to choose peace over chaos, growth over control. I can't wait to hear how this mindset shift transforms your life. Until next time, let them and go live your life to the fullest.